Yeah, isolation can really make an impact on what you think and what your actions are going to be.
Yeah, it makes you desperate. It makes you like really question what your morality is.
Hello?
Hello,
Yeah.
how you doing?
So, man, how's it going?
All right, all right. I'm kind of taking my time, just kind of going through the map. So I'm still on Phobos.
Okay.
If that's okay, we just kind of take it easy.
Yeah.
Do you need any time to set your stuff up?
No, I'm good.
Yeah, you're master rank 18. You look like you're in pretty good shape.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. All right. Set this up here.
Alright.
So, what are your feelings on death?
I'm dead.
Yeah.
Let's see. I feel, I feel like it's a thing that most people fear, but shouldn't fear.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's going to happen to anyone at any moment. So why fear it
Mm.
instead of, you know? I feel like people shouldn't fear it. It's just a thing that happens. And
Yeah.
once you die, you'll probably just be in a better place than what you are right now.
Yeah. Well, I mean, there's no way to tell if it's gonna be better, but you at least don't know.
You don't know what's gonna happen. You can either go to a better place or stay here.
Yeah.
But something that you shouldn't fear is death because it's gonna happen anyways.
Yeah. It's something that binds us all together, certainly.
Yeah, it happens to everyone. No
Mm-hmm.
one can escape it.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's something that we should all sort of come together on.
Yeah, there's no escaping that.
How effective do you think guns are at protecting us?
Honestly, they're not really effective.
No.
I feel like they're taking lives more than they're actually protecting us. It's just something that I think is like should be controlled more.
Yeah.
Guns are guns are like made well are supposed to be made to protect people, but as of right now, they're mainly being used to take away lives.
Yeah.
So I don't really see a reason to have guns right now
Yeah.
as a way of protection. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, they can be used for both good and evil, but I feel like too many people sort of take advantage of that
Yeah.
that kind of
Too
midpoint.
many people are using it to take advantage and do what they want to do with the guns, and then they're buying them illegally and stuff. So they're not really protecting us.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of people who kind of say they're used for protection are they're kind of playing the freedom card, like they have the freedom to
Yeah.
have them, but they're not really sort of accepting the responsibility that a lot of people are dying.
Let's say police.
Mm.
I feel like they're taking advantage of the freedom card that they have to have a gun
Yeah.
because they're authority. They're the law, so they say.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
But that same law is taking away lives, mostly African Americans.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I've talked about that on my YouTube channel. Sure. I probably listened to I probably started agreeing with Black Lives Matter a little later than I should have. I'll admit to that, but I mean, really,
Yeah.
really taking a look at some of the dash cam videos and the body cam videos. I mean,
Yeah.
it's just so
If
hard
you
to
go to
ignore.
a neighborhood, if you go to a neighborhood full with black people,
Hmm.
they're not mean. I know that for a fact because I used to live with some. They're not mean.
Hmm.
Yeah, they can have attitude, but they're probably one of the nicest people you'll actually meet. This is my opinion. One of the nicest like race that I've met.
Well, everybody has the capacity to be. Every race has the capacity to be
Yeah.
good and bad. I mean, it's more of an individual thing.
Just because of the like, people think it's the color of the skin that makes them, you know, bad people. Anyone could be a bad person.
Yes. That is absolutely true.
It doesn't matter your race, your skin, or how old you are. It just anyone could be a bad person.
Yeah. Yeah, you really have to take people kind of on an individual basis.
Yeah.
In regard to sort of judging people, maybe not judging people, but like assessing people on what kind of people they are, like what do you think of people who identify as gun owners? Like that's their whole, that's their entirety of their identity is the fact that they own a gun.
I feel like that's being a coward. If you need to have a gun in order to identify who you really are, then that's just being a big coward. There's no point. A gun does not identify who you are.
Yeah, I don't think it should either. I mean, I like we said before about death. I mean, we all kind of fear it.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I guess in a way, like people feel empowered when they have a gun. So they feel as if they have a gun, they're sort of fighting against death, maybe in a way.
Yeah, that could be seen as it too. But if you think about it, in the point where if they take advantage of it and start taking people's lives, then that's just being a coward.
Yeah, or at the very least, just kind of insensitive to the people who have
Insensitive.
lost lives, yeah.
Yeah. Or insensitive to the people who, kids or mom or dad got their life taken away by that certain person.
Yeah. What do you think it would be like if everyone in America had a gun?
It would just be chaos, man. Everyone would be killing, taking advantage of the like the right to have their gun, and just do whatever, like honestly do whatever they want,
or continue fighting.
Yeah, well,
which will be a really bad thing.
To defend, you will be rewarded for your bravery.
So you see the killings these days, and then just imagine everyone having a gun. Even the like, I'm not gonna say like crazy people, but people with mental problems.
yeah, I mean, sometimes mental illness is kind of used as kind of like a scapegoat, kind of like is
Yeah.
blame. But and everybody who has any degree of mental illness kind of feels that they're being put in the same basket as like mass murderers. But it's different
Yeah.
kind of mental illness. I mean, I don't think
Yeah,
a person.
it's not.
No, go ahead.
Oh, it's not like every single person who has mental illness is capable of doing those kind of things.
Yeah. Yeah, a person who, washes their hands a lot with OCD or something isn't gonna, murder people.
Yeah.
I mean, as far as people fearing death, I mean, I feel like that's one of the reasons that people feel like more guns out there would be helpful. Like I feel like I keep going back to the episode of South Park where like every single person had a gun, and like every time an argument sparked up, people pulled their guns out, and they ended up putting their guns
Yeah.
away because no one wants to get shot. And I'm like, so why don't we just do that? Couldn't we just do that? Couldn't we just start that way and just not have guns out?
Yeah. Yeah, that's nice. That's a pretty smart way of thinking about it too. If everyone will have a gun, people wouldn't want to die, so they'll probably put their gun away.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of people who do own guns, they do say a lot about how much discipline and dedication it takes to safety. But I just feel like the more guns that appear in people's hands, the more likely it is that people will just stop being afraid of them. They'll kind of start taking them for
So
granted.
like, yeah. But not everyone will be able to have a gun. Yeah. And then children will still be scared of them.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I mean, even if we lessened, gun control somehow, I mean, young children are still going to be scared. They're still going to be affected. I mean, who's going to protect them?
Yeah. And people are still gonna get hands on their guns, so
Yeah.
there's no point in trying to lower the gun rate if people are still gonna get them, one way or another.
Yeah, that kind of ends up being the larger argument a lot of times. Like, well, people would just go around the law and get them anyway. So what's the point of doing anything? But then nothing gets done, and these
Yeah.
things just keep getting worse.
Yeah. Instead of making it better, it just keeps like getting worse. It's gotten to the point where people hear it on the news and they just say, oh, only 5 people or only 6 people. It's gotten that bad to where people expect more than one person to be killed.
Oh
And
yeah.
if it's just one person,
Mm-hmm.
they always like, oh, only one person or only 2 persons, when every single life matters. They just gotten so used to it that one life taken away doesn't really matter to them anymore.
Yeah, you see one person, it's like, oh gosh, someone got killed. And then that kind of desensitization just gets worse and worse.
Yeah. And then it's gonna be like, oh, only 10 people or only 20 people. And it's just gonna, people are gonna get so used to it that they're not gonna bother, worrying about it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm very worried about gun violence. I mean, I absolutely want to do the best I can to find a midpoint so that we don't have to get into a ban situation and a confiscation. Excuse me, a confiscation situation. But I'd be willing to support it if it came to that. But if I can find a way to figure it out where people don't have to have their stuff taken away, I'd rather do that. But there is absolutely a problem. We need to do something. Something needs to be taken care of.
Yeah. I feel like some kind of supervision over the people who have guns. Like not a full court, like 24/7 eyes on them, but just keeping track of where the guns are, who has them, background checks, and not just anyone being able to have a gun on them.
Yeah, I'm all for more testing, more licensing,
Yeah.
operation tests, maintenance tests, things like that. I have no problem with any of that. I don't think any of that is unconstitutional either. I mean, you have a responsibility. Even if it's not written in the Constitution, it's still something we should still institute it. We should still be able to say, look, you are able to have this gun because you managed to pass certain tests.
We should enforce it more upon people.
Yeah.
Like the test, not just random people having guns.
So after the school shooting in February, what was your feeling about the whoa? Oh, what was your feeling about when Trump had said that it was all about like video game violence?
I feel like half of that is actually true.
You think it's true?
If kids stay in their room 24/7 playing violent games, of course they're gonna starting to have these mental like thoughts of actually trying it themselves,
Mm.
which is really bad. I feel like it will get to that point where people will actually, if they stay in the room for long, they'll try kind of like wanting to be more experimental towards the guns.
Mm. No, that's a good point. I mean, I'm definitely more on the games don't really affect you that much, but I mean, isolation is absolutely a problem. I mean, when
Yeah.
people are, I mean, I'll be honest. I mean, one of the reasons I want to start my YouTube channel anyway is so I can get out there, I can talk to people, I can push myself and have a motivation to speak to people because I've been spending a lot of time like by myself and just kind of in my own head, and
Yeah, isolation can really make an impact on what you think and what your actions are gonna be.
yeah, it makes you desperate. It makes you like really question what your morality is.
Yeah, it really makes you question what you're
Extraction is
capable of
ready.
actually doing.
Unless you can handle more of the enemy.
Okay, let's see what else we got here. Let's see. Oh, this one. Do you think people should be allowed to stockpile guns?
No,
No.
if you have one gun, that's fine. You don't have to have a whole closet full of guns. If you're only gonna protect yourself and your family, why have so many guns?
Yeah. I mean, a lot of people like to collect them. They like to sort of, I
Well,
guess,
I
admire
feel
them.
like collecting them, it's kind of different than just being an ordinary guy having a lot of guns in your closet,
Distract the enemy
ready
while
to
a
shoot anyone
cyber
that comes near
operative
you.
rates the ship for
Yeah.
much needed supplies.
Because if you collect
Make your
them,
presence known.
most of the time you don't touch your guns,
Life support has
That's
been
true.
cut off.
or you have
They're trying
them
to
somewhere
take you out.
safe where no one knows where they're at
I'm
except
sending
yourself.
auxiliary life support. The first
True.
life support capsule has arrived.
Sounds at
Activate
least
it
close.
when your supply
I mean, I
is
know that
low.
there's people with
Look for
cars,
personal
and
life
if
support
they
modules
drive a
dropped by
fast enough
fallen
car or
enemies.
they own a fast enough car, they're thinking as well. I have this fast car. Why am I not driving it fast?
Yeah. Alright, man. If you come over here, um, I can kill all these guys and we can just talk. The fuck? Alright, we can just talk. Not for now.
Life support incoming.
Anything that comes near that thing will just die, so we just talk.
Okay. Do you think if people wanted to be able to stockpile guns, do you think it should be like a legal requirement that they should have some kind of a security system on their
Yes,
home?
they should have some kind of security system to
Additional
where they
life
only know
support
the
has
password
arrived.
and only them can get into it.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I was saying to the last guy I spoke to that, I don't know, maybe there is some kind of legal requirement for it somewhere. I have no idea.
Get across the road. Yeah. Alright, what were you saying? Sorry about that.
No, that's fine, no problem. I was saying before to this other guy that you know, there may be some place where maybe there is a legal requirement to have some kind of a security system to make sure that like the guns can't be tampered with or anything like that.
Yeah.
I couldn't say. Maybe I haven't done enough research. You know, like I want to tell people that they shouldn't be allowed to stockpile guns, but you know, people are gonna fight against that. They're gonna say they should be allowed to.
Yeah, yeah. People are gonna have their own
Ready for a
opinions on
capsule.
what they should and what they shouldn't do. It's just the way that this society works. People have their own opinions on what they should and what they shouldn't do,
Yeah.
or what people can tell them what to do and what people can't.
Yep. Everybody's opinion is valid and correct and right just because it's an opinion.
Yep.
Another life support capsule is now available.
I'm not exactly looking forward to being proven wrong on my YouTube channel, but I certainly hope that if I am, then hopefully I can handle it and I can address it.
Yeah, man. You know, just do what you want, like do what you like to do. If you wanna, find a way to do something, then focus on that, man. Yeah, your channel might not grow as fast, but over time, people are gonna start hearing what you have to say. You know, they put some thoughts into it.
Yeah. Yeah, what I'm gonna do with this is when we're done here, I'm gonna take the files I have and I'll upload it to my channel and I'll send you a message
Yeah.
when it's uploaded and you can check it out. And then what I'll do is I also have I have some pieces that I wrote, so when I record those, I'll take some of the comments here and some with other people, and then I'll sort of cut away from what I wrote into some comments from other players and put it in where it's appropriate.
Yeah.
What did you put down there that's doing that?
I've delivered
Oh, it's
another life support capsule.
my Senate star.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. You have to log in for 400 days.
Oh. I have one of those on my other account. I should play with that.
Yeah, I could give you my build too if you want.
Go to extraction. Our operative is making progress.
Let's head out of here.
This will help our cause.
Alright.
Tenno, prepare for life support.
All right, I think I'm gonna take off. But thanks for talking to me. I really appreciate it.
Yeah.
Like I said, when I'll upload my stuff, and when I do, and it's all ready to go, then I'll send you a message, and you can check it out.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Take it easy.
Yeah.